Hello, everyone. You're welcome once more to NEPH. If you're new to this channel, you are highly welcome. Alright, my name is Mr. Fuki, and feel free to subscribe to this channel and share your big college channel. Some student out there that is having challenges in maths as well as physics. Alright, so today we are going to look at a problem on inequalities. Okay, the question says we should find the value for y, for which we have this expression 1 over 5y plus 1 over 5 is less than, okay, half of y plus 2/5. All right. So how do we go about solving this problem? All right. We have two methods, okay, two approaches to solve this. I'll quickly solve using the two approaches. The first method, we want to find the LCM of the denominators, okay. So we want to find the LCM of what? We have 5, 5, 2, 5. So we have 5, 5, 2, 5. It is equivalent to say finding the LCM of just 5 and 2. Okay, so let's do that quickly. We have 5, 5, 2, 5. So what can go? First, we consider the smallest number, so 2. So we have 5 here, 5 here. So 2 divided 2 is 1, and we have 5 here. Finally, 5 can still go, so we have 1, 1, 1, and 1. Okay, so our LCM in this case, which is the lowest common multiple, is the product of what? 2 times what? 5, which is what? 10. Okay, so the LCM of 5, 5, 2, 5 is what? 10. Okay, now that we've gotten the LCM at 10, we can now use the LCM to multiply through the expression. Okay, so all we need to do is we are going to use the LCM to multiply this, multiply this, multiply this, and this. Okay, to simplify the expression. So let's do that quickly. So we have 10 is going to multiply 1 over 5y plus 10 is going to multiply 1 over 5 less than, we have 10 is going to multiply half y plus 10 is going to multiply 2 over 5. Okay, now let's multiply and see. Okay, this can cancel. This is 2. So 2 times 1y is going to give us 2y plus this can cancel. This is 2. 2 times 1 is what? 2. We have our less than. 2 is going to cancel. This is 5. 5 times 1y is what? 5y plus 5 is going to cancel. This is what? 2. So 2 times 2 is what? 4. Now that we are at this stage, it becomes even more simpler to what? Solve our answer. So we have to collect what? Like terms. Okay, we can see that y here and y here are alike. Okay, and 2 here and 4 here are alike. So we have to keep them on one side. Okay, so how do we do that? We have 2y here. Okay, now this 5y has a plus, so I'm going to remove it from both sides. So I'm going to say minus 5y here. Remember, we have our plus 2, which is less than. So we have 5y minus 5y. Since I inputted 5y here, I'm also doing it here. So we have plus 4. Okay, now that we have this expression, we can now simplify further. So we have 5y minus 2y is going to give us minus 3y. Okay, so plus 2, which is less than, this is 0 plus 4. 5y minus 5y is 0. So 0 plus 4 is what? 4. Now that we have this expression, we are now going to what? Eliminate, okay, the plus 2 by subtracting 2 from both sides. So I have minus 3y plus 2 minus 2. Since this is plus, so we are subtracting 2. So it's less than 4, we have minus 2. So this is 0, so we have minus 3y plus 0 is less than 4 minus 2 is what? 2. So minus 3y plus 0 is still minus 3y, which is less than 2. Now at this point, okay, we are now going to what? Divide both sides by what? The coefficient of y, which is minus what? 3. And when you do that, because we're dividing with minus 3, okay, the sign is going to change. That is the rule, okay? When dividing with, okay, a negative coefficient, okay, this sign, okay, so we have less than, okay, changes what? Greater than. So that is the rule. When you're dividing with a negative coefficient, your less than sign changes to what? A greater than sign. But if it is a greater than sign, it has to change to what? A lesser than sign. Alright, so let's do that. We have minus 3y divided by what? Minus 3. I'm going to change the sign to what? Greater than. So we have also 2 divided by what? Minus 3. So these will cancel out this. So we have y is greater than what? Minus 2 over 3. So this gives us what? The solution to this. But we are also going to use the second approach quickly. Now, for the second approach, all we need to do is we are going to go straight to collect what? Like terms. So I have 1 over 5y. Okay. Now, this is alike. So we are going to subtract this from both sides. As a plus here. So we have minus 1 over 2y. Okay. Plus we have 1 over 5. This is our less than sign. So we have half y minus half y plus 2 over 5. Remember, I'm subtracting minus half y from both sides. So what do we have left? This becomes what? 0. So we have 1/5 y minus what? Half y plus 1 over 5. Okay. We have less than is what? Is 0 plus 2 over 5, which is still 2 over 5. Okay. Now that we are at this stage, we are still going to what? Remove this. Okay. So how do I remove plus 1 over 5? Okay, I'm going to what? Subtract what? 1 over 5 from both sides. So we're going to have 1 over 5y minus half y plus 1 over 5. We are going to subtract this, and we're also going to what? Subtract it from the right hand side. So we have our expression as what this. Now that we have our expression as this, okay, this becomes what? 0. So let's see what that gives us. So we have 1/5 y, okay, minus half y. Okay, this is 0, so we have less than 2 over 5 minus 1 over 5. So from this, we can now what? Solve. Okay. Now for the left hand side, I'm going to use what? Our cross multiplication method. So this is going to times this, and this is going to times this. I will multiply both denominators. So we have 2 times 1y. So I have 2 times what? Y, which is still 1y, and 5 times what? 1y. So we have minus 5 times what? Y divided by what? Now multiply the denominator. So 5 times 2, which is 10. So we have the sign. Now since these are what? The same denominator, equal denominator, so we are going to bring 1, which is the LCM. And we are simply going to subtract what? The numerator. Okay. Now 2 times what? Y is what? 2y minus what? We have this as what? 5y divided by what? 10 is less than 2 minus 1 is what? 1 over what? 5. Okay, now let's see what this gives us. Now, 2y minus 5y is going to give us minus 3y divided by what? 10, which is less than what? 1 over 5. Alright? Now, from this, we can now what? Cross what? Multiply. So we have, okay, 5 is going to multiply this. So we have minus 3y multiplied by 5. Less than 10 is going to multiply 1. So minus 3y times 5 is going to give us what? Minus 15y, which is less than what? 10. So we are going to divide both sides by what? Minus 15. Remember, this sign is going to change according to the rule. So we have minus 15y divided by minus 15. So this sign changes to what? Greater than. So we have 10 divided by minus 15. This can cancel out this. So we are left with y, which is what? Greater than, right? So now we have to cancel out 5 into this is what? 2. 5 into this is 3. So we have minus 2 over 3. So this gives us the same solution. Alright, thank you guys for watching this video. Don't forget to click the like button, give a comment too, and share this video to someone that you can. I'll see you guys.